We've all heard the saying to do the same thing over and over and expect different results is to be insane. But apparently it was not Albert Einstein who said that quote first. It was a woman by the name of Rita Mae Brown. I'll put the link in the description. It's worth a look. But at the end of the day, it ain't about who did it first. It's about who did it right. You feel me? Albert Einstein was more important. I mean, everybody's important, but back to the video. However, when it comes to wholesaling real estate, you have to be insane in order to be successful. See, you know of all the different marketing strategies out there as far as cold calling, direct mail, bandit signs, and et cetera, et cetera. You know all the different ways. However, in wholesaling real estate, what I found to be true, especially, dating back in the beginning when I tried to do everything at once, tried to do about 3 different marketing channels at one time in the beginning, I found that the best thing to do is to stick with one marketing channel and to have faith that that one would pan out. For me, that was cold calling. For you, it could be something different. But whatever it is, I guarantee it will work as long as you stick with it, as long as you're willing to be considered insane. You have to realize this real estate wholesaling process, it is a process. You're asking somebody to sell their property, for less than what it's worth. However, you're looking for a specific crowd. So about 10% of all of the homes that are sold are going to be distressed properties. So depending on what market you live in and depending on what market that you're doing business in, that could be, 100,000 homes or less than that. With that being said, you have to be willing to indulge yourself and commit to the process, to do the same thing over and over and to keep getting no, to keep not getting the answer that you're looking for. That is considered insane. However, with real estate wholesaling, that leads to success. Success for you is getting your first wholesale deal or maybe to continue to get deals. What I can tell you in real estate wholesaling, if you're willing to be considered insane, what usually happens is that insanity ends up switching to consistency, and that consistency ends up yielding consistent results. So you being insane is actually a good thing when it comes to real estate wholesaling, and you have to be insane in order to be successful in real estate wholesaling. For me, again, my thing is cold calling. I wrote a course called Cold Call to Success, where I show you guys everything that I've learned over the last 2.5 years of full-time real estate wholesaling, real estate investing. You can click the link in the description to get more information about that course. And also I have a free ebook where I show you guys how to get started, the foundation of building your real estate wholesaling process, So those are things to really, understand is when it comes to real estate wholesaling and being insane to be successful with real estate wholesaling. I think the biggest thing for you is you have to make a committed decision, not just a decision, but a committed decision. If you're willing to make that committed decision that you are not going to stop real estate wholesaling until you get your first deal, you're going to give in to the process. It'll feel natural to you. It won't feel like an uphill battle. It'll just feel like your day. That's your process. That's your day. Everybody has their day, their process. If you're a student, you have your classes from 7 to 2. If you are out of school, then you know that once upon a time, your process was that of going to class 7 to 2. And then maybe you had an after school job. So maybe right now you have a job and you're looking for another process because you realize that, 9 to 5 per job that you are in, is not what is fulfilling you. So these type of things, you have to be honest and really look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I willing to go 9 months of doing the same marketing task, 9 months without seeing any results? Am I willing to do that? And if you're willing to do that, then go ahead and start real estate wholesaling, start the process. Go ahead and get started in the right direction by clicking that link in the description. If you're not willing to do that, I would urge you to start, but don't put so much pressure on yourself. Don't put so much pressure on yourself in the idea of, thinking about what life would be like with your first wholesale deal. No, don't do any of that. Just focus on taking it day by day. Focus on being focused on the day. If you are really, you can't commit to yourself, you're telling yourself, man, I don't know if it's worth it. I got to be insane. I have to keep doing the same thing and expecting different results in order to be successful in real estate wholesaling. Why would anybody do that? Why would somebody do that? But yet the results. You see what people do. You see what people can gain from it. So that's why you're considering it. I would urge you, if that's the way you're thinking, like I said, take it day by day in this real estate process. That way you'll just focus on winning the day and set small milestones for yourself. If you're somebody who, again, already made the committed decision that you're doing this until you get your first deal, then yeah, start and just keep going. And what's going to drive you is that big picture of knowing that you have that first deal. It's already there. It's just a matter of when. Living in your state of delusion, and being delusional is another way of saying to be insane. With me, I feel like as long as your heart is in each step, each day, as long as your heart is in your process, it won't feel like any type of challenge. It won't be an uphill battle. It'll be, again, just another part of your process of greatness, of self-improvement, of, really attaining something that you want. And if you already made that committed decision, your heart's in it, then you already on the right path and you already have it. As always, get to stepping. You have to be insane in order to be successful in real estate wholesaling. Make a decision. Commit to it. Make a committed decision. If it's not for you, go do something else. Or focus on the day. Either way, I would say, you're going to be upset if you can't make that committed decision in the beginning and then you realize, 2 or 3 months in that you look back and you quit 2-3 months in and you like, man, I did 2-3 months for nothing. My biggest advice, if you start this process, commit to yourself that you're not going to quit until you get your first deal. If you can do that, then you'll be able to look back and say, okay, was this worth it? And if it wasn't worth it for you, then, stop doing it. Don't do it anymore, but at least you can say that you did it. And that's the biggest thing. You want to set a out to accomplish anything that you actually set forth to accomplish initially.